intent to advocate. We can't advocate for the measure, but what we will be doing is on social media, website, all of those types of things, providing balanced factual information about the measure. And what we do is before anything would go on that on those websites or any kind of information is put out, we run it through County Council first to make sure that it's balanced and factual. County Council also works with an outside special counsel on it to make sure that the information meets the intent and that it's balanced and factual.
And Madam Chair, simply wish to reiterate that board officers can and should have the opportunity to review so that there is no after-the-fact claim that something happened inconsistent with the board action.
I have no problem with that, and I know that County Council will look over and review the materials, which is appropriate. And I know that I have personally received a lot of inquiries about the needs assessment, which is going to be valuable for other reasons, for cities that don't know that it's even there. I have cities that have no clue, okay, to say that, regarding the assessment that took place in the last 20 months. And it's valuable information because it helps to give them a kind of a meter in terms of where they stand in view of what the county has provided and, you know, where their needs are as well and where that deficit is, and also improvements that have been made, because some people think, oh, well, the county doesn't do anything. I've heard that from people in some places in my district, and I have to sit there and say, no, here are the facts. And it's good to have data. And the data should be factual and accurate, and I'm certain that our county council will screen that, scrub it, and make sure that it's appropriate and that whatever other information in terms of outreach is shared with the board. So I have no problem with that. So we'll include that in our report back.
And we will continue to work with all of the board office deputies and staff to make sure that you're all comfortable with the information that we bring forward.
Good. Okay, we also have if there's no other questions, public comment. We have Eric Brevin. Mr. Previn, are you speaking? This is your second time I'm calling you.
One minute. Why is that? Just because. Okay, it's Eric Previn, item 47. Interesting conversation. Obviously, the mayor brings up a good point that you don't want to be engaging in political activity as a government agency. And quite frankly, $900,000 is a substantial amount of money. I mean, I obviously am supportive of some kind of a parks initiative personally, but what I think is not really the point. I think people want to decide and have all the balanced information. So that said, in the final 30 seconds, it's worth noting that the Parks and Recreation group is the same group who, with apparently the careful scrubbing and balanced and factual assessment of County Council, determined that Newcastle Investment Corporation was not the one. It was, in fact, Fortress Investment Group, who you can read about today in the New York Times. There's an article that was just pinged around the nation about Fortress's other conduct involving in Springleaf, one of these payday lenders. So at some point, the Board of Supervisors has to get in the boat with the public and get out of the Wall Street boat.
What does that have to do with the topic?
Members, this item is before us as amended.